What's up, guys? Dodgers Randy here for your game recap in tonight's 3-2 loss against the Cleveland Indians. This game is, in my mind, only important for one reason. It was Walker Buehler's spring training debut, and just really excited to see him out there on the mound again for the team and to see how things would turn out. And as always, I was not disappointed with him on the mound. When he came into the game today, he did have a pitching limit of 3 innings to 45 pitches. He ended up going 2 2/3 and threw 46 pitches, and he actually did hit 99 miles per hour on the gun. So even after kind of a slow start to spring training, and today being his first outing against a team, he's just right back to where he left off from 2018, hitting 99, getting his strikeouts. He did struggle a little bit in the first inning, but it was really only the first 2 batters. He gave up 2 back-to-back singles, but then he got a strikeout and then 2 groundouts and got out of that with no issues. Second inning, 1-2-3 inning looked really good. Third inning, he was charged an earned run. However, he gave up a 2-out single, and then Yimi Garcia came in. Yimi gave up 2 singles, which caused a run to come across. So that run is on Buehler. But I have a feeling if he didn't have that inning or pitch limit on him, he would have gotten out of that inning a little bit easier than Yimi did. But other than that, for Walker, great news. Happy to see him out there. My guess is he'll get one more start in. I'm thinking maybe in Anaheim or LA on Tuesday. Not totally sure because they only have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday left in Arizona. And I don't think they're going to get him in a game that quickly. Probably get him one in the Freeway Series, and then he'll be ready to go the first opening next week for opening week. Probably see him pitch game maybe 3 or 4 against the Diamondbacks, and then hopefully he's ready to go. So great news with him today. To get into everyone else, like I said, Yimi Garcia did come in. He didn't look too good today. Other than that, all spring training, he's been pretty locked in. He came in with 2 outs and 1 on, like I mentioned, from Buehler, and he gave up 2 singles and then got his ground out, so not terrible. But for a guy like him, when he's fighting for a roster spot so he doesn't get DFA'd, you kind of want to see a little bit more from him. But he's been great the rest of spring training, so I don't want to get critical on him for one bad outing today. Pedro Baez came in the 4th inning. It looked a little bad, but it really wasn't because he gave up a single, and then the 2 guys, or the guy after him, stole second and then stole third. That guy actually stole 3 bases tonight. 2 on Pedro. I don't remember who the other one was on, but he's quick. Last name's Allen. I actually don't even know who he is, but it wasn't a bad inning for Pedro. He just gave up that 1 single, and he did hit a guy, but he did have 2 strikeouts in the inning, so not bad at all. Logan Salo, I have no idea who that is. He came in, had a 1-2-3 inning for the team in the 5th, and then Dylan Floro came in, did pretty good. He did give up a single, however, he ended the inning with back-to-back strikeouts. That's actually where the other stolen base was, I believe, was off of Floro, because I have that down. And then JT Chargois came in. He got roughed up a little bit, gave up a walk, then a 2-run home run, then a double, but he did finish up with the ground out and a strikeout before another pitcher came in, Parker Curry. And then Parker Curry got out of the inning, and that's when I stopped paying attention to pitching because I didn't know anyone else coming in. At this point, I'm honestly very much over these games. So once the big leaguers are pulled out or they're not playing, I really don't have much interest in knowing what's going on. I'll, of course, watch through the game to watch for anything important, prospects, anything like that, but I'm not going to really give game recap on the guys that aren't going to matter because I think we pretty much have our team set and ready to go. It was another good game for, well, let's talk about Brad Miller really quickly. So Brad Miller can opt out at the end of spring training. I think it's whether or not I think he gets to make the decision. If he doesn't make the big league team, you think he might opt out because, well, he wants to make the big league team and then get a chance to go play somewhere else. If he makes the big league team, I don't think there's any way he opts out. That would kind of be foolish. However, after the game, Alana did talk to him and kind of asked him what was going on, how he was feeling. And she did mention to him about if you don't get your chance with the Dodgers, do you think you've impressed enough for the other 929 clubs? And I loved his answer because he did not care at all about the other 29 clubs. He said, this is the team I want to be on. That's all I'm focused on right now. And other than that, nothing else matters. So love that answer. I'm really enjoying seeing him out there. I think he could be a great guy to fill in if there's any injuries. Hopefully there's not, but there always are in baseball. Fill in. I think he plays practically every position, infield and outfield. So you can never have too much versatility. We've seen how guys like Taylor and Kike have panned out for us coming through with injuries. So we'll see what happens with him, but he's only got a few more games left, and then we'll have to see what him and the Dodgers decide. Other than that, though, the offense was kind of really struggling today outside of Pollock and Martin. Pollock had a home run and he had a double. He was thrown out trying to stretch it from third. However, I think it was just kind of a testing period for him, seeing what his body could handle, how quickly he could get around the bases, and so it's a learning point. I'd rather him get thrown out at third in spring training and him realize his body he's not going to get there on a ball hit like that again, and he doesn't do it again during a regular game. But yeah, he had 1 strikeout and a home run and double and 3 at bats. So I'm really liking what I'm seeing from him. He's picking it up lately. He's putting it up good at bats. He plays really good defense. So I think he's going to be a surprise for a lot of people. And then same thing with Martin, is kind of really looking good out there. He got a home run today, just to dead center. So it's the guys that sometimes I think we as fans don't necessarily think are going to come through tend to be the ones that help us the most. That's what's gotten us to the World Series these last 2 years between Taylor and Muncy. So we just got to keep hoping that we got guys like that. And I kind of think Martin's going to be one of those guys that comes in and does a little extra work for the team this year that no one really thought he was capable of. Of course, except for the front office who picked him up. Muncy's still struggling out there. 2 strikeouts today. Both times he went down looking. Again, it's only his 2nd game back after having his right wrist injury, right forearm. But he's just not looking good at the plate. I'm not concerned yet, but he is striking out a lot. He did strike out a lot last year, but he was also getting on base a little bit more, so it was a little bit easier to deal with. This time, I can't really say the same. He seems to be striking out at least once every game, if not more than that. So just going to keep an eye on him, see how that goes. Daniel Castro played today. He had 2 singles and a stolen base. I don't think there's any chance he makes the roster, so not really all that relevant, I guess. Brad Miller had a single, but other than that, it really wasn't a good game. He did ground out. However, he was robbed of a hit. It was a diving play by the first baseman, but he did strike out and pop out in his other at-bats. Let's see. Bellinger did have an infield single and a stolen base, so that's good. No strikeouts for him. Freese didn't reach. Verdugo didn't reach. And yeah, other than that, that's all I really got. We've got a game tomorrow. Walker Buehler likely throwing on Monday in Freeway Series. Then again in the first series of the regular season. So that's an update from Alana. She just tweeted that. So there's some good news. Just to give you guys a heads up, I'm actually really bummed about that. I got invited to an award show Monday night through the LA Sports Council. I'm going to talk more about it on Friday when I do my weekly update, just to give you guys a heads up. So I won't be able to get an update for that game. Really bummed I'm not going to get to watch him pitch. But I think this award show is going to be fun. It's for the greatest sports moment in LA in 2018. Max Muncy was nominated for his home run in the World Series, so I'm really hoping he wins. That way he's there. Would be super cool, but I'm going to try to vlog that as much as possible. But just to let you guys know, I won't be at that game and I won't be seeing it. But other than that, we've got Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Tuesday. So 6 more games that I'll be watching, 7 more that we'll have, but 6 more updates. And then the games finally matter, guys. I cannot wait. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. I said that wrong. But other than that, I appreciate your guys' support, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow night. All right, good night, guys.